What's up, YouTube? Alright, so we're going to start a video off today, and I'm going to do a review a little bit, kind of about what I have in my trunk. Ready? Here we go. Alright, so I've got it kind of laid out here. I'm going to start with the most simple thing that you can all probably see here. It's going to be these microfiber cloth towels. We all know what they are. They're great. I love them because I can clean the car up, make it look pretty, make it look good if I go to a show, anything like that. So yeah, next kind of essential thing is kind of these wrenches here. So we've got this torque wrench here in case I need to swap a tire or anything like that. I got a spare wrench, and you know what? This was actually put in my trunk by accident because I couldn't find this one at the moment, but I found it pretty quickly, and now this one's just still there. So I guess that's gonna come out, but yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, got this guy here. We can get a little bit of leverage with this. It's got a nice little handle on the end, and then my attachment, and that attachment is for said item right here. So in certain situations, some of these different tools work better, and some of these different tools like this, which doesn't make much sense to you guys now, but I'll show you in a different video, makes a lot of sense on the side of the road, or not even on the side of the road. If I'm just working on my car, this is easier to get things in and out with without scratching my rims or anything. I'm sure y'all noticed that this is kind of just chilling here. It's an old format, and I'll explain more about that in another video, so stay tuned for that. Another thing I got in my trunk here is a oil filter. It's a K&M. I got it in a bag so it stays clean, but I'm going to need to do my oil soon. So if I'm out or at someone's house or anything like that, I'd like to be able to have it at my disposal to do it. Here, these are some things from my last Challenger. Let's see, I'll lay this here for now. So we've got some spare hardware kind of hanging out, along with these little guys. And if any of you guys have done any kind of work with the electronics on any kind of Challenger, hopefully you know what these are. They're little cover plates for the lights from the original stock, but they're great because I can use them in other people's cars, and I just have them. And I love that, and you'll see why I love having all this extra crap in a minute. So next I'm gonna go with these tapes here. I've got them in my trunk, mostly because if I see somebody or start talking to somebody, as far as the customer base goes, I can whip one of these out. Like, for example, this here, real thin, real nice. It's pinstripe tape. So it's, yeah, I mean, you guys know what pinstripes are. So if I'm talking to somebody and they don't fully understand what I'm talking about, I can just put that on their car and be like, it's gonna look kind of like this, or try to lay out a design, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like that because it's nice, and I can hopefully put a visual in front of them that makes them really open up to the idea and understand it more. These kind of the same, but not really. They're not 100% necessary, but I just like to carry a few simple things as far as that kind of stuff goes in my trunk in case I come across somebody and I'm out again, or I'm at a buddy's house and someone else there needs something done. I don't have to come all the way back home if it's maybe something like this or some of the other things that I keep in my trunk. So I've also got this tape measure here. This is actually really great for when you do raps. And if anybody watching this does raps, they know exactly what I'm talking about. 25 footer is more than enough for what I'm doing. Let's see what else we're going to move over. Got a little wheel brush just in case I want to make my wheels look a little bit nicer, clean them up a little bit. Got some product for that, as I'm sure you can see here in the background. This is actually for the rubber on your wheels, so the actual tire itself. Great product. Love this product. Would like to open up and try a few more, but for now, this one works great for me. Haven't tried many other than this, so I just want to understand the market. We got the good old handy dandy umbrella here, just for the little lady, just in case she's driving the car. So back to this hardware stuff here and all this random shit. I've got this here and this up here. And both of these excuse me, are just full. Well, that drawer's empty, but let's see. Like here, these are all just full of hardware. Just random hardware that I could use. Maybe not on a car, maybe on a car too, but just in general. There's so many things that hardware requires these days, and I love it. So I've also got this. Let's see. Take two on that. I've also got this handy dandy brush for when it's cold out in the winter, getting everything clean, de-iced, everything like that. Let's see, what else do I wanna go? Come on down here. I've got an empty bag, and I've got my handy dandy charger. And you're probably like, what does that go to? That's an Android charger, isn't it? And you know what? It is. It's so small. It is. It's USB. So that's why I like it in the car. It goes to this right here. And I love this because this is an incredibly nice flashlight, and it is so bright. It has this really nice mounting system on the back. And there's a piece I can show you. See, look, it's a rechargeable. You just pop that open. The port's right in there. When you're done, you can just close it right back up, and boom, good to go. But excuse me, guys. But I mean, this is great. It's meant for a bike at night, but it's incredible. I mean, even during the daytime, it's 3 settings. This light is so bright. I mean, it's unreal. As you can see, I've got my furnace and my ductwork and everything up here. But yeah, look at that light. It's just so bright. You can see all the way back into my crawl space on both sides. Let's turn that off and save the battery. But this, highly recommended. Great auto light. Great mechanics light, honestly. If you need a lot of light, if you're kind of one of those people, get this light. It's perfect for you. Let's see. It is expensive, but it'll last forever, and you can recharge it, so you don't have to put new batteries in it, and that's always great. Okay, so I've kind of shown you baseline what I keep in my trunk personally, kind of these things. I've got one more thing to show you, and it's a little reveal. It's a product that I produce, so hang on one second, and we'll go ahead and do that. So this, I've purchased it, as you can see, carefully placed it. This is caliper paint. This is what I use. This is what I used on my vehicle. And you know what? They looked beautiful. I don't have the clear coat on me, my person right now. It's at my shop. But I do not dislike this product at all. I mean, when it came out new, it looked just like that. Nice and shiny. This product is great. I would never, diss anything like this. It needs to be redone. And mind you guys, I mean, something like a brake caliper needs repainted unless it's powder coated. So painting it is completely different than powder coating it, but doing it the proper way with the proper materials like this and the proper clear coat and the proper spray gun, you can really make it last a long time. And it's not just spraying some red paint on there and some crap like that. All right. So, I mean, that's one of my things that I wanted to show you guys today. I also wanted to show you a few of my personal things and some of the things that I've got going on in here. This is kind of my back room, right? So I've got things in here and here. Let's show you. I'm going to turn, and you can kind of see up and down a little bit. I showed you some already. But, I mean, this is all kind of daily stuff. Things that, the average person kind of might need in their house to repair things. I've got all sorts of things. Painting things, plumbing things, wall things, spackling things. Plenty of paint over there. Up here was where all these extra parts were that I had. Okay, little Milwaukee radio. Love that thing. Great for the shop. Love this light. If I've got a small finicky part I'm working with, it actually has a magnifying glass in it, which is pretty cool, I think, getting it done. So I did a product reveal already, so I'm not going to show you anything else product-wise that I use and like. But, I mean, I've got some stuff down here. This is an old bed that I've just kept. Real nice shop vac. Again, my furnace equipment right there. And that's actually a pretty tall shop vac, believe it or not. But, I mean, I've got it pretty clean down here. I see this, you know, this is great too. It's painter's tape. And, you know, again, painting your house is great. But having something like this for a car is the shit. Especially just in general. If you're doing anything with a car paint-wise, having the right paint is, you know, ideal. So, normally I wouldn't do this, but I want to show you some things. This here and that there, these are my camping slash climbing packs. I've got kind of all my gear in these bags. I love to climb. I aspire to climb Mount Everest one day, and anybody that wants to support that would be greatly appreciated. I've got all sorts of camping crap in here. If I can get this out of the way, there's stuff up there. There's all sorts of mess kits in here. Let's see, what do I have down here? Another sleeping bag, I think that's what that is. A little propane lantern. This, car related, but you know what? It's one of these stools with wheels on it. And an awesome little tray here for you to put, you know, bolts, hardware, things like that. So that's nice. This is the rope I love to use. It's red, white, and blue. Gotta be red, white, and blue. Why not? Why, if anyone has to ask? Because I drive an American car, and this is America, gosh darn it. So, red, white, blue. Do it, love it, live it. There we go. Alright, so let's stand up real quick. Get up off the floor. Come back over here. So again, here's one last quick overview look. All my tools. The two product reveals that I did today for you guys. And I'm going to continue to do those over time. So I hope you enjoy them. But again, overall view of everything that I mostly keep in my trunk. So these are the stock tires that were on the car. The reason, I know you all saw drag radials on it the other day, but the reason I had to swap them out here, let's move these. These are the stock floor mats. And, you know, we'll save that for another video. But there's a reason they're out. There's a reason they're out. You'll see. It's awesome. So here's the stock tires. I mean, as you can see, there is so much more tread on these than a drag radial. But they're not as wide. I mean, the drag radial was probably, I mean, yeah, it was a lot wider, guys. You have no idea. When you step up from a 245 series tire, and by the way, these are 245 40/20 Goodyear Michelin tires, or I'm sorry, Goodyear tires. And what I have on my car now are the 305 35/20 Nitto NT TR555 drag radial. It's pretty much the best slick you can get, in my opinion, for the street and the track. It works out pretty well for me. And I live in Pennsylvania, guys. So, I mean, you know, that's difficult. And I'm sure Street Speed 717, Mike, what's up? I know you can vouch for that. And Guitarmageddon ZL1, Nick, what up? I know you can vouch for it too. Same with Andy, but I mean, dude, you're driving around in a truck, so no love there. Well, love on the truck, but you know what I mean. Alright, guys, so I want to promise you two things. Here we go. So I want to promise you two things, as I already have. Did the product reveal. I've got another thing, a bigger thing. Product, and you know what? I'll save that. I'm going to have a much cooler video, so we'll wait on that. But I've got another thing I want to show you. So every time I do a video like this, I'm going to show you a product that I use and like to use and will continue to use as I've done. And then I'm going to show you something I personally did to my vehicle, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So here we go. Let's go check it out. So pit stop. I still have this wheel. I still am interested in selling it. If you're looking for one, I would love to sell it to you. We could talk about numbers. I'm sure I'll give you a good deal. I know I'll give you a good deal, actually. If not interested in the rim, I can make a table out of this for you. And there's a couple different ways that I can do that. And I'll explain those to you in another video, because part of another video I'm going to do would give away that video if I showed you right now. So we're going to hold off on that. But I can make you a generic table or an automotive table out of this if you want. I can still do that. We can still talk about that. I could use a transmission as the base, and this is the top, and then kind of lay it flat, so almost like this with a transmission underneath of it, and then take this, make it a table, put a piece of glass on the top of it, something like that. That would be cool. Would not sell it for a price as far as the rim goes, because it's not really a usable rim at that point anymore. There'll be things welded into it and whatnot, but still super cool, still a piece of art, still would love to have some money out of it. If nobody wants the one, I'm going to make it for my house and keep it here and put it online and use it in my videos. But I would love to make something like that for somebody, because then I can maybe start making more for other people if they see it and like it. Hopefully that happens either way, but we'll find out. Alright, on to my product and personal review. In case you're wondering, the answer is yes, I do play pool. I love to play pool. Pool is my shit. So, as you can see, on either side of the rack here, we have the engine covers that I was talking about the other day. So let's go ahead and pick one of these bad boys up. I did that. I'm sorry that's so shiny. Wow. I painted these actually myself. So I'm going to lay this back down and show you guys the quality that I can give you. I am going to change the color of both of these at one point, because don't get me wrong, I love this. This combination is great. But so there's that one. Rack 8-ball. Yeah, no, I love 8-ball. Not gonna lie, me and Jay play all the time. Here's the other one. Still looking incredibly good. Smooth lines. Same over here. Got the powered by SRT. And here it is, guys. You're seeing it now, as I was talking about in the other video the other day. Looking good, looking shiny. And honestly, guys, I would do this for your vehicle. Something simple like this, at least, for pretty cheap. I can airbrush design onto them. I can do whatever you need. And that's honestly the best way I think they would look. But for now, this is how they look, just to get a general idea. This one and this one. And I even got in here. You know, this is a little... It's been quite a while since I did it, so I need to work on that. But other than that, you know, all is good. And I mean, trust me, guys, if you came to me and had this done and something like this came up in 6, 8, 10, whatever months, I would gladly fix it for you. All you gotta do is call me, show me a picture, just come by, whatever, and I'll fix it for you. It really won't take that long, and I won't charge you anything for it. So that's not a big deal, fellas. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the release here that I've given you. Really hope you appreciate the way these look, instead of just keeping black and silver under the hood and boring and stock. I went with something a little different, personalized it, and I put a touch of me on it. You know, when you get something done like this, a lot of people are like, oh, it has to be perfect. And you know what? That's so true, and that's why I tried very hard to make these as well as I could. But when you do something like this, or this, you want it to be personal too. So having a little bit of character in it, which I've done with the paint, purposely actually, instead of beautifully clearing it, which, mind you, I can do, but for mine, I like the rougher, more old school, these have been here a while look. And I don't know about you guys, but I really like that look. Again, still very shiny, but not chrome shiny, and I don't like that look. So this is perfect for Matt. This is perfect for me. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed those, and I hope that'll make you want to think about getting yours done. That would be awesome. Well, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was explanatory for you. I hope, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked what you saw. You know, if you did, please stick around. I've got another much more explanatory video coming up on my business. I'm going to be doing one shortly here, so stay tuned for that. I'm doing a new segment, as I was saying earlier, and I wanted to wait to tell you. I'm doing it at the end of the video. I'm doing a new segment on product and premiere, I guess we can call it for now. And this is a premier product to me, a prime product to me, and I hope you think the same. Everything I showed you already, I'm going to re-show you. I'm going to be doing a little bit more detailed videos on the steps. I didn't show you these, but like I said, I plan on redoing them. So I will make a full video on the process of doing that when I do it, so you guys can watch it and see exactly what I'm all about. I wanted to clue you guys in a little bit on this video about who I am and what I'm about. And again, I'm going to do a little bit of that every video, because I want this to be more of, you know, a friendship instead of a acted thing. Of course, I'm sitting here making videos for you guys, and I love doing that, and I'm going to keep doing it whether you want to watch them or not, because it's something I love to do. But I want you guys to know that if you ever met me in person, that I'm the same as I am on camera. Still working on the camera thing, trying to get good at it. Hope you guys like it. So yeah, anyway, if you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you liked anything you saw in this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs button. Yeah, thanks guys. Take care.